Ready to go? Yeah. Hi, I'm Riley, aka Rowdy. I'm the bartender at Booneville Bar here with Poor People Podcast. I got 2 drinks today to show you. One is a classic shot that we've had here since before I got here. It's called a Dirty Butthole. And it's very simple. It's just screwball. Oh, we got a squirter. We usually do Rebel hard coffee. The state's out, I heard. Can't find it anywhere. So I have a White Russian from Cutwater at 13%. So it'll really wake you up. So there we go. And then I've got a non-alcoholic drink for you as well. It's just pineapple juice and cranberry and Sprite. Pretty simple. You can make it at home. Mainly pineapple. There you have it. You know there's more in here. That's a nice dirty butthole.
I am so ready for this podcast.
Yeah, me too. Do one of you guys want to start us off?
Welcome to Poor People, Riley. Riley?
You can say her name.
I know. I'm just sorry. Hello, Miss Riley.
Who are you?
I'm Anna.
Oh, I'm Haley.
I'm Jaydn.
And I'm Riley.
And we are the Poor People.
Hello.
That's how we should do it from now on. Just like we go around the circle, everybody says the name, and then we're just like, we are the Poor People, and that's our introduction.
All right.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
We act like it's our first time doing
What a
it.
fuck
know.
up right there.
I know.
I was about to say, I was like, you guys done this before?
Every
No.
time. We should-
Every week's a new day.
We act like it.
Yeah. So, Riley, what's the soup of the day?
Oh, shit, if I know.
Dirty buttholes.
See, that confuses people.
I was
what
about
we
to
call the
say, I was
drink.
like, we have like 5 soups
Yeah.
here.
Oh, sorry. We're also in the Waveland Cafe. So,
Yes.
Yes.
we're in a
We're-
cafe where there is soups and foods and pizzas.
And people
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
currently.
Oh, this is a family friendly
Oh, yeah.
establishment. Okay.
For the most part, I think, right?
No,
Are we
not
allowed to
really.
swear in here?
We can do whatever we want here. Are you kidding me?
All right. Do we want to try these?
Yeah,
Try these dirty buttholes.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Whose
Cheers.
idea was this?
Riley's.
What's in this?
It's always my idea. These are dirty buttholes. They're a staple here at Bonerville.
Oh, that tastes like coffee.
That's strong.
Good.
What's in that? That's
So
I nominate you as tribute.
typically we make them with screwball and like Rebel hard coffee.
okay.
We're out of the hard coffee, so I just used a 13% Cutwater White
Oh,
Russian.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I do like those Cutwater White Russians, though.
They are very good. And she was like, it tastes like coffee. I'm like, good, that's the point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What else
yeah.
has good flavor? Mm-hmm. This is very strong.
Very.
Anna, you didn't
I think it's the
finish yours?
Cutwater.
I'm giving you my dirty butthole. Have fun.
So that's not the same as a rusty butthole, right? Or it is. It's a different drink. Because
I
someone
don't
asked
know
me to
what-
make a rusty butthole on Friday, and it was, fuck, what is it? Not Bailey's. The other white bottle that you keep in the
Rum
cooler.
chata?
Rum chata
Oh.
and root beer.
Oh, I have never.
That
I've
doesn't
never
sound
heard of
bad
that.
at all.
It really
Wait,
doesn't. No,
That's called a rusty butthole?
Apparently. I don't
it's like
know.
a diet dirty butthole.
And then,
I think
and then
know.
wait, so then what's in a dirty butthole?
a dirty butthole is hard coffee, so like Rebel hard coffee
'Kay.
and screwball. So that's 2 alcoholic drinks in one, and
Plus
your
an
rusty
18%.
butthole is just half the alcohol. So that's a diet dirty butthole.
Yeah.
Is rust not dirty?
You be the judge of that.
Oh man.
What a fun start. Okay.
Yeah. And also, this is our St. Patty's Day episode.
Yeah,
Yes, it
happy
is.
St.
So
Patrick's Day.
yes,
Yeah.
very much happy St. Patty's Day.
God, guys, this week is gonna be hell week.
Yeah.
It is gonna be Hell Week.
I'm
but
not looking forward to it.
excited and scared and excited.
Yeah.
Oh man.
By the time this comes out, we have already worked our shifts.
Yeah, we're probably dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I think
sure.
as I get older, I get more scared of St. Patty's Day because as you get older, your hangovers just get that much worse.
Oh right.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Okay, yeah. So first question, what shifts are you guys working this week and are you drinking? Which days are you going to drink?
every day. It's St. Patty's.
When does
but,
it start for you?
Honestly, it'll probably start Friday.
Hell yeah.
I'll be here Saturday morning at 7:30 to open the bar.
Holy
we'll
cow.
open, yep. So we'll open for breakfast Saturday morning at 8:00. Bar and cafe both open at 8. And yeah, I bet I'll have either have people or won't have people Saturday because downtown does all the things.
Yeah.
Last year, I remember I was decently busy, but it wasn't too crazy. So hopefully I'll be able to get out of here pretty early and then enjoy my own time.
Yeah.
So,
And you guys open up at 8 a.m. here?
8 a.m.
And then you guys close at 2
No.
a.m.?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
2 a.m.? Yeah. Yep. That's a long
That's
day.
do you work doubles and you have to be here from 8 to 2?
No way.
No.
Okay.
No, maybe when I was 22.
But-
yeah, I
but
could absolutely.
that is an
I could pull
option.
that no problem.
Yeah.
But no, not as a 29 and a half year old.
Oh, I was going to say 23, but okay,
Oh,
whatever.
bless your fucking heart.
Even though you were a grade ahead of me in high school.
Shut up. Nobody needs to know.
So are you working Sunday or Monday?
I won't be working Sunday or Monday.
Nice.
I do have a day job. I work in logistics, so I have a Monday through Friday job. But yeah, Saturday I'll definitely be here and we'll be drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Are you
No.
working on Saturday too, or just drinking?
Oh no, I'm working Saturday.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, I mean both. Listen, we have a ton of regulars that come in on Saturday mornings. It's
That start
always
drinking at 8 a.m.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
And like as of late, I've had I typically like on Saturdays don't see anybody on the bar side until like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So how Saturdays typically go is I roll up 7:30. There's a line out the door. We don't have the door open, but we have a line out the door of the cafe. Everyone's grandparents are here.
yeah.
Yep. Everyone's grandparents are here and they're ready to have their eggs. But then like I don't have anybody until 9:30. So my whole bar side is completely dead. Lately I've been getting a full fucking bar 8:45 in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what I get.
Yeah.
Like
And
this
some.
weekend. Yeah.
Fun. That's awesome.
I know. It's a lot of fun because most people that come here that also sit on the bar side have been here 3, 4, 5 times. So they're like, they know like it's not anything fancy. Like I think it's known or maybe not known. I don't know that Booneville has great breakfast. I think that we have the best breakfast in the metro. But I don't think. Like if people, you can just always tell when someone's here that has never been here before because they're just like looking around like they don't know like their surroundings. Whereas if you've been here a couple times, you're like, this is Booneville. We're gonna be here for a little bit. You know.
That's how I felt walking in here.
Oh yeah.
I've never been here. I've known about like stuff going on here. I've like almost came here a bunch of times. My
Yeah.
friends have played their shows here. I've just never actually been here. So I feel like when I walked in, I was like, and the funny thing is I knew exactly where this was too. Like I didn't have to GPS it or
Yeah.
anything. I've just never been here. And then when I walked in, I was like, oh.
No.
Like I
it's-
didn't
yeah.
know, not in a bad way. I just didn't know, like I didn't know what to expect, I guess.
No, I think a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people do. I've had it like recently. I've had a lot of people from the downtown bar scene come out, and everyone always has a great time. Very rarely is it that I have asshole customers or like
Yeah.
anyone that's just not having a good time because it's so laid back here and the food is so good. It's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah, it's
You know?
honestly worth the wait though too, because sometimes the waits get long, and how you said, there's a line outside of the door right before you even open.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely worth the wait. And there's like a lot of different like traditions that they like to do, like when the train goes by.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yeah. So the train game's a lot of fun. So it doesn't happen a ton, not like it used to, because especially when it's
The train's like right in front
yeah.
of here,
Oh,
right?
it's right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Like right
Yeah.
next to it. Yeah. Okay.
You hear it.
Does it go by
You know when it's
fast or
coming.
slow?
It's slow.
And
That's
it
my
just
favorite.
lasts.
This place would be dangerous
You know.
for me, man. That's why I never came here. I used to jump on trains like when I was younger.
You're a savage. What the
Dead
hell?
serious.
I'm glad you have both your legs.
Yeah, no
That's
shit. In
insane.
the like upper half of my body. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Damn it.
No, but I don't think it's the same train that I used to jump on, but like there was one that I would always jump on and like ride down because we would always drink by it like when we were younger and stuff. But
Yeah.
The
if I
sandbar?
was here and I had a train come out, I'd be like drop my drink and like sprint outside and try to like catch the train and like.
So our
So it's a
train
good thing I
game is
don't.
different.
Yeah, way different.
Don't try to jump on the train.
You don't risk your limbs. You actually get to
If you know what
maybe
you're
get a free
doing,
drink.
Yeah.
you're fine.
So basically, during harvest season, which is typically during the fall, was when we get most of the trains that come by, but usually they're during like 2-3 a.m. But basically, when a train goes by, there's a number under each bar stool chair. And so when a train goes by, you'll pick up your bar stool, look under it, call out your number, and then we have like a bunch of like poker chips and a rusty old coffee can. And I'll as a bartender draw the poker chips, and they all have numbers on them, and whoever gets the number gets free drink. But it's fun because it like the train is so close that it's a lot of fun. Like people are like, oh my god! It's really like you get one free drink.
I love how everyone's like scrambling though to like flip their chair
No, they
upside down.
literally do.
They do. Like it's like without hesitation, they hear the train and like they flip it, and you just hear like a whole bunch of chairs just going combust and
Oh,
like
yeah.
scrambling to like see what their number is on the bottom of their chair.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
If you've ever been to like any other like small town bar too, which I didn't really know about this until I started working here. If you go places like Ambrose and DeSoto, or I think Norm's has it too out in Waukee, they also have like a dice game. So the dice game is like there's a cup of dice from like someone's grandmother's Yahtzee game back from the 90s. And you roll 5 dice, and then you have to get 5 of a kind. And that you like pay $1 to roll, and then if you win, you get 90% of the pot. Just because you need the 10%. If someone wins again, then they got to win something. But that I've seen that thing grow to like $600-700.
Damn.
And I'm like, golly.
It just keeps people interactive, and it makes people come back too. It's also something that really sticks with people as well, so then they know like, hey, in the fall time, that's when the train goes by, we can go there and sit there for a couple hours and try to see if we win a free drink. It's just very intriguing, and it draws more people to come out this way because again, we're not in the city, we're out on like closer to the suburbs, if not over by the interstate.
Oh yeah.
So
And
it's just
so
nice to have
refreshing.
like that little niche
Yeah.
to have people keep coming back here.
For sure.
Okay, I have a question.
Oh, I can't
okay,
wait for
so okay, so
Shoot.
this is the same. It's a multi-part question, so just strap in.
Oh,
it's
God.
so the Waveland Cafe. This is the same owner as the Waveland that's over in Urbandale or
Drake area.
Johnston.
Super
Drake.
close. Des Moines.
Des Moines. It's like just on the other side of the Urbandale area.
It's just like over there.
okay.
Highland Park area.
But that's the one that's I think no, it's that golf. Yeah, is that Highland Park golf
It's
course?
off of University. It's closer to the Drake neighborhood. It's been over
I
there
lived in
for a while.
Urbandale, and it was closer to me than Drake.
Well, yeah, because it's like 15 minutes
I think
away.
that somebody knows because I actually don't know where that location is.
I don't know. We
at
can
all.
look it up later, but it's close.
We'll put
It's
it
close.
in right here, basically where it is actually located.
Yeah, it's close.
Whether it's Clive or Des Moines or whatever the fuck. But so Jason Mimosa.
Yeah, Jason Mimosa.
Yeah.
He's Aquaman. man.
He goes.
You guys know him for sure.
He goes to that one. Has he ever been to this one?
He not that I know of. We've been trying.
Do you guys still have the menu item of his here? Okay.
Yeah, with like 800 pounds of.
It's like a huge breakfast.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's like 4 eggs and bacon and sausage and gravy and biscuit. Like it's our entire menu put in one dish.
Okay, so my question with that is, with Jason Mimosa being here, let's say he walks in here. Okay, let's say he walks in right now.
I would poop my pants.
Because, okay, we all would. Let's be honest. He's a big fucking dude.
Who do you think would be running up to him and fangirling really hard?
All of us.
My ass.
Oh,
Are
me
you
for
kidding
sure,
me?
dude. I would just latch on and just like hold on. And be
He'd
like,
flip this table over and be like, watch out. Watch out.
get out of my way. Like
Pushing kids
Palm,
down.
Haley, and Anna. No, but okay. So if he walked in here, no, this is a genuine question. If he walked in here, he has his own menu item. He's kind of like a local celebrity, especially for Waveland Cafe.
Yep.
How do you like? Do you make him pay for his food? Do you make him like pay for his drinks? Like,
I'll
do
pay
you
him.
discount his? See, okay, but that's my thing.
you
Is like,
shitting me?
do you
It's
treat
Jason
him?
Mimosa.
You treat exactly the
Right.
creator of the mimosa.
Yeah.
But do you? Do you?
God damn it.
It's a serious question, but I can't help but make it funny. But okay, so like, how
am not
much treatment does he
charging
get?
Jason Momoa
I'm
to
charging
come
the
in
shit
here.
out of him,
Wait,
dude.
but
I'm hoping
what
I
if
get like a
you
50%
have,
tip.
What if he tips you
I'll
Yeah,
give-
exactly.
Then
That's
I'll
why I'm
charge him
like,
a
to run
buck.
something? Okay.
Listen,
I wouldn't.
I haven't had to think about this.
Is it because he's like a celebrity here specifically is why you would do that? Or is it just because he's just Jason Mimosa?
Every time you say it.
No, let me backtrack on that because I would charge him. I would.
You'd have to, right?
Yeah, I
like,
would charge him. I don't know what I would
unless
charge
like your
him.
boss or manager says something along those lines of like, don't charge him. But I would be pissed if that was the case because then you know he's
Listen.
gonna walk out of here not tipping you.
I don't really.
How do you know if he's not going to tip you,
I
though?
don't think he.
I don't think he did
He's
that.
from Norwalk. He's tipping us.
He invented the mimosa. I get it. Like
Yeah.
he would be the
Aquaman,
type of person
the mimosa
to tip.
creator.
He would be the type of person to tip. But I'm just saying in general of a celebrity status walking in here and just like demanding things or like obviously he didn't demand to have like his menu item on the menu. But I'm just saying like how do you deal with that? Like, do you just fucking open the doors for him willy-nilly, or do you actually like still just treat him as a customer? That's the basis of my question. Or
Actually, I offer to braid his hair and give him a back massage once he comes in, and then
okay, we would all do
TPHJ.
that. Okay. Let's say you're not serving him. Let's say
I'm gonna
somebody.
be serving him. Nobody else gets the privilege. If I'm here and that man walks in, I'm serving him, charging him maybe $15 so he can give me $1,500.
And then you could be like Aqua Woman,
Yeah. Ooh.
the heiress to the
do you
mimosa
think
heir,
so?
the mimosa royalty.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, no, but that was just my only question. Is like because I've heard of like celebrities coming in and being assholes. You know, obviously that's not the case for him.
No,
but
never.
But I just wonder like if he comes in and he gets treated like special treatment compared to like the other customers.
Everyone else is invisible.
See, okay,
don't
so
exist.
that's where I think my like stubbornness would come in and be like, I'm sitting here and Jason Momoa walks in and I'm like, great, now my fucking server is not gonna be here for fucking 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I have,
Which
I
is
have
fun.
one answer to that, and that is tough fucking
well,
shit.
They'd understand. The tables would understand.
Okay,
get it. They would get it.
Because I'm in the industry, I would understand. But also at the same time, if I didn't give a shit about Jason Momoa, obviously I do. He created the mimosa, like he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is like, the thing is for me is like I would be, I think the type of person that I wouldn't do anything, but I would just be like, oh, Jason Mimosa.
Here's the deal, and you're kind of right on that, except where the part where like that you know who he is, because if he comes into the cafe, nobody in this establishment knows who he is. Patrons, no idea, because everyone's 100 years old.
Okay.
But if you come in at 8 o'clock, yeah, like nobody knows who that is. But if it's like 10 o'clock and the bar's full and then young people have to sit over here, then they're like, oh my God, Jason Momoa's here. I get it. But like everyone else that is,
wouldn't care.
as old as dirt, like they
Yeah, they
won't
wouldn't know.
Right. Like
Okay.
the breakfast crowd probably
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And that sounded kind of mean, but I do love like
Jason Mimosa.
most people, him too.
Oh, sorry.
I love him. I do love most people that come in here. They're like, it's a really good crowd typically that comes in here. It's not like, it's unlike anywhere else I've ever worked, where people are just genuinely very nice, and they're very like, everyone's always like, when you get a second, no rush at all. I just really need the most important thing in my life. Like it does, like whatever it is. Like it could be like, everyone's just like, whenever you get a chance, not a big deal. Don't worry about it. But I really need an ice water. Like I'm like, I'll get you an ice water. It's okay. But
Right now,
the people that come in here are so nice, so genuine. I rarely have to deal with anyone who is disrespectful or needy or rude.
I cannot wait for you to talk about the one place you want to talk about. So
We'll talk about it.
Is it something we should say for Patreon?
no.
Oh
Okay,
no.
Okay.
No,
okay.
everybody knows.
Well,
Yeah.
if you haven't been on our Patreon, it's only $5 a month. Anyways, okay.
So I used to go to a place that Riley used to work at, and we used to always go in there every weekend, if not every Thursday, and it was a riot, like always. And I just can't believe, like, you worked there. Like, some of the stuff that you would have to deal with, like, immediately when people would walk in through the door, that was like a lot, wasn't it? Or did you like make good money?
Can I
Where?
say the place?
Yeah. I mean, as
bleep
long
it.
as it doesn't
I wanna
like,
know.
if we need to bleep it, we will.
We're talking about Twin Peaks restaurants.
Okay, nope, we're not bleeping that.
No, this is amazing. No, I can't believe you.
Okay,
didn't
because
just
they're
confused
not-
about this establishment.
and
'Cause
they're
you
not-
brought this up a couple of times as if it's like a sketchy ass place, and I need to know more.
And
No,
it's
I was
crazy
talking about
because
it.
I still see like Twin Peaks like servers like making TikToks and stuff, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it's hard for me to imagine you working there.
Why?
I don't
Why?
know why. Not like in a bad way. Not like in a like.
No,
it's just,
no,
I
I
just,
know. It's just-
No, I don't
it's-
mean it like that.
No,
I
you're
just mean
fine.
it like it's hard for me to wrap
How
my
did you
head
mean it?
around you being employed there. Like I don't know why. It just
My
like
sit,
doesn't
selling,
fit
and
in my head
schmoozing?
for whatever
What is
reason.
this place?
This place is
It is a Hooters with less clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it was a ton of fun.
It was so much
Oh,
fun.
I'm sure.
Oh my God, it was so much fun.
I'll let you guys like tell your story, but I knew
Oh,
a
yeah.
manager that was you guys probably know him actually.
Who?
Well, you tell your story first and then I'll tell mine.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know. It was just funny because her and I worked there, but you convinced me to come there and work.
Oh, yeah.
I was a host first. I didn't like wait tables because I was super nervous, but that was like my first serving job.
Do you still have to wear the outfit as a host?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, what's insane, and someone brought this up to me the other day, I'm not kidding, because I told them I was doing this podcast, and I was talking about you, and I was just talking about like how like I first started working there, and I was 17 as a hostess, because
We lied about it. You didn't tell me about that you were working there because you didn't want
I
anyone
didn't
to know.
tell anybody.
Yeah,
I
she didn't tell
my
anyone.
dad for
See,
like
why
3 years
not,
that I
though?
worked there.
Because it's like you don't really want your parents to walk in. You don't really want anyone to know because like it's.
But you're not stripping. It's
No,
not
you're
like
wearing a bra,
Right.
and I'm 17 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Short
Yeah.
shorts and knee-high
Right.
furry
My
boots.
parents wouldn't even
Yeah.
let me get my belly button pierced at 17.
Really? My parents let me get my
but we
belly
did it
button
anyway.
pierced.
We did.
it anyway, didn't we, Anna?
Yeah. Oh man, I was 16 when that happened. Anyways, we yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
wait,
so
how-
here's my point is that 17, you're working in an establishment like that. They allow you to work in an establishment like that under the age of 18.
That's what my thing is. Yeah.
is insane to think about now.
Right, yeah.
But back in 2010,
right.
I mean, it was great. Like, I mean, I made a lot of money there. It was right when the place first opened on University, and it was all
Which
we
is
were making.
right down the street from where I currently work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not Twin Peaks anymore. It's something else. Now.
No, it closed down I want to say, it would have been COVID. It closed down in 2020.
Yes, during
It-
COVID, yeah.
It is coming back.
Oh, I
To
didn't know that.
Iowa?
Yes, into West Des Moines. I don't know where yet, but all of the old Hooters and Twin Peaks regulars that like band together, they are still like they're still friends. They still talk like. And I ran into an old regular about a year ago, and he told me that like they're coming back. They don't know which location, and who knows how true that is. But like if they come back, holy shit, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna work there, but I'm gonna eat there.
Yeah.
That food is so good.
It is really good,
I
actually.
remember
Yeah.
the food being really good.
Oh yeah.
It's just funny that her and I worked together. I don't even know how long we worked. We didn't really work that long together, did we?
No, I think I was there for like 3.5 years or something.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how long you were there.
I think I was there for 3 years too, and then I ended up going
We
to
weren't
a
there
different.
for a long time.
No, we
there
were
for a
not.
good
Because
time.
it was only open, 5 years, 6 years at most?
No, it was open for it would have been 8 years.
8 years. Okay.
It was how long it was open for.
It was just
I
a lot
only
of fun.
went there one time ever. And I think you were working there.
I probably was. I mean, we worked there for a decent amount of time, but the only thing that was like really funny was that like all of our friends would come in and then they'd like tip us really
yeah.
fat. It was so much fun, but like we used to have like weird things. This is gonna be a Patreon story. So I got asked to do something
For only $5 a month, you can follow us on Patreon.
Yeah, and I was like, no, but yeah, that was like super. We would get asked weird things sometimes, but
See, okay, and that's why I think sorry to interrupt,
No,
but
you're
I
fine.
think that's where my like confliction comes with you working there is like, that's why I can't imagine you working there is because I imagine like dudes being like weird and creepy to you, and then you just like blow the fuck up on them, and then like,
That was a part of the fun.
but okay, and I guess I understand
part
that,
of the
but
jab.
I'm not that type of person or a type of person to necessarily go to those places. Like I went to it once. I went to Twin Peaks one time while it was
Well,
open in the
sometimes-
8 years.
sometimes the Twin Peaks girl. I mean, like that's not always the case, but sometimes like some of us were working there during the day, and then some of us would go and strip at
Okay.
at night.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we had
okay,
there were
okay.
a couple girls that worked there and then worked at beach at night. Yeah, a couple of them actually. It's like 2 or 3 of them. But
So then, how much do you think you made there compared to your job now?
I think I make more now with my clothes on because like because like we would have people that were coming in that were 18 years old and they would just go in there because they couldn't, or like 16-year-olds
drinking
that
sodas. and
Yeah.
That's
shit,
how I imagine Hooters would be.
yeah, because they couldn't go to the strip club. So we would have like more like teenagers coming in and things like that. But I mean,
would
like
agree
on
with
fight
that.
nights, we'd make really good money. It's not that I didn't make good money there. I mean, I did, but it wasn't like enough to where I'm making now. So
I would completely 100% agree with that. I think that I do very well for myself here. But Twin Peaks. But when I worked there, I was in college. I was in high school. I didn't have to pay rent anywhere.
Right. And no, I'm
And-
not judging by any means.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
no,
just,
yeah.
that's not what I'm, yeah.
Why are you judging us?
I'm not. I was just saying, like, it's hard for me to
fucking
imagine
with
you being there because I imagine you, like, shutting dudes down fucking left and right. And then eventually it would get to a point where they're like, Anna, you got to stop, like, like, shit talking to customers. And then, like,
That
that's
was
just where
also
my
a
head's
part
at.
of the fun.
Yeah, okay.
That's what we
and so
did
they
all that
encourage
shit.
that.
I met
yeah.
Okay.
one of my actual like one of my exes. I met him there.
Okay.
And he's still a really good friend till this day. But like, I mean, there's like some really good goods, and then there's some really bad bads.
Right.
Yeah.
But
one
those-
of my friends, one of our mutual friends worked in the kitchen there too.
yes,
Is that who you're talking about? No. Okay.
nope. Sorry, I always forget that he used to work there, but
Yeah.
I didn't work there when
I think he
there.
worked there towards the end.
Yep, towards the end it was, yeah.
Okay, and so then now I'll bring in my story of Twin Peaks. Was that so? One of the managers that used to be at Twin Peaks, and if we have to cut this out, but his name was. It was a man. He was there towards the end. He was there when
No.
it shut down.
Was it? No.
Bigger guy, much bigger guy. It was a man named Kelly.
What's his? It's not Kelly.
No,
Well,
his
you're
name
thinking-
is.
I know who you're thinking of. It's not him.
Yeah.
Okay, but there was this guy named and he was my manager for a while, and he worked at the restaurant that I work at, and he used to manage at Twin Peaks, and he was telling me, okay, so again, this is gonna get pretty deep into it, so I don't know, but
Dive
basically,
in.
he was telling me how like all the servers and everybody had to like line up at the beginning of the shift every day and like take a picture, and like your boobs had to be right, and like your pants had to be right, and like everything, and then like corporate would send down like, you know,
We would get
this
graded
needs to be
on
fixed.
our
Yeah,
outfits.
Everything
every
was graded.
day.
Every day,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how we
That
gotta
is
pick our sections.
insane to me, and I feel like that same thing still happened at Hooters too.
Yeah.
that's so. If you ever watch Undercover Boss, they do a Twin Peaks episode. They do a Hooters episode, and they do a Tilted Kilt episode, which Tilted Kilt I think is more south. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
A restaurant.
Is
if you will.
Hooters and Twin Peaks owned by the same people?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know if they were.
they did towards the end, or some franchises merged. I think.
I don't know.
I could have also be pulling that out of my ass. But I
Yeah.
will tell you the grading thing is very, very real. We were graded on our stomach, our back, our legs, and our arms. So it was based on toneness. You were graded on a scale of 1 to 5. And if... and
That's
then
just
you
one
got-
of the scales. It was like makeup, hair, our uniform.
Yeah, that's a completely different... So physical...
And then if
yeah,
you guys
that's
didn't
right.
pass, you couldn't serve that day, right?
If it was bad enough.
Yeah, if it was super
If
bad.
they couldn't find
are
anybody
you gonna-
else to come in for you, then you worked. But there was, I remember one girl who's
Like what like qualifies bad enough? Like your boobs aren't good enough? Like
No.
that's where
Always
that's where
grading your
yeah.
male.
it was
It's like
it
a
was
manager.
our male managers. So
Cool.
it was never about like how your tits looked. It really it was never like that. But it was like you were graded on your makeup, you were graded on your hair, you were graded on jewelry and overall
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about
uniform.
jewelry.
Right.
And then also physical fitness.
And
So-
were you guys supposed to wear like certain amounts of jewelry and stuff too?
Yeah, we were supposed to wear like a bedazzled necklace or
Yeah,
something, like a
like
necklace or like
something.
earrings, and then we could wear like a bracelet.
I think it was more bonus points if you wore like
Like-
jewelry.
Yeah, like bigger jewelry
or
and
just
things like
looked
that.
nicer.
Yeah, and you had to have your name tag.
Yep, your name
You
tag
had to
had
have
to
like
look
knee-high
nice.
socks too, and
Yeah.
your boots had to
And
have
you had
like,
to
a
be
certain-
checked that every day before the shift.
Every shift.
I
That's
literally-
what blows my mind.
I got ready
Yeah.
at work every single day. Like every time I
At
would go to
work?
at work, I would curl my hair and
A
everything like that.
lot of the
Like,
girls did because
yeah.
we had an entire locker room
Yep.
ish
See, that's
with
insane
mirrors,
to me.
lockers, outlets, all of
It's
the
like a
stuff.
performance.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
exactly what it is when you go to apply.
Oh
It's
wait,
an
because you're
audition.
not actually
Yep.
servers, right? Aren't you? You guys
You're
are like
perf-
entertainers, performers. Yeah.
entertainers, performers,
That's-
models.
And that's
is
what it
the
is,
word.
yeah, because then that's how they can pay you less than minimum wage for doing all that shit. I forgot about that.
Not quite. I mean, they still pay you tipped wage, like in the state,
Or
at least,
so-
at
yeah.
least in the state of Iowa.
But it's like still $4.25 or whatever it is,
Yeah,
$4.35.
four
Yeah.
thirty-five, whatever.
But you're not servers. You're performance artists.
You're technically models.
Yes,
And
okay.
and the
Which-
reason that they say that is because something to do with hiring and firing process that they can cut you loose.
I was going to say,
Right.
yeah, discriminating against
Right.
the way that you look.
because they can be like,
Yeah.
you're too
Yeah.
big or whatever, and you don't fit into this and whatever, you're
So
fired.
that's how they
yeah,
get around
that's how
that
they
law.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the state of Iowa. I think the state of Iowa is not a right to work state. It is a will to work state.
Right. So they can fire you for
any reason at any
no
time.
matter what. Yeah.
Right. So either way, but I think they call them models because it's a national chain.
Right.
And not every state is a will to work state.
Right. And they've
So.
got plenty of lawyers on deck and all that. But they, no, that just always blew my mind when I heard about that for the first time, because I was like, I mean, he came from managing there to managing my pizza restaurant, basically. So it was like, holy shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe it, honestly.
It's
the
like a
fact
different industry almost.
it's like working at what's it called? Medieval times.
I mean, we literally
You're-
we just
you're
we just
not-
Yeah, it
You're
sounds
not,
exactly like
you're
that.
an actor. You're not a server.
I do have a good story from Twin Peaks days.
Oh, let's hear it. Unless it's Patreon.
No.
Okay, good.
No,
Okay, good.
there was this happened on my birthday. I think it was like my 20th or 21st. No, it was my 20th birthday. And so there was this bartender, and long story short, there were 2 regulars. One of them she was sleeping with, and one of them he was paying her rent, like just monetarily.
Wait, is this the thing that just like happened recently that like was big
No,
news
this was
here?
over 10 years ago.
Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
And well, they ended up like finding out about each other at the bar,
Oh.
and like this massive fight broke out in like between the 2 in the front doors. One thing to know about Twin Peaks, especially when you're a hostess, is that when it comes to a place like Des Moines and it's new and no one's ever heard of it, families come in, right? And they think it's like, oh my God, let's try this new restaurant. It's not like a family place, you know?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when I was a hostess, people would look at the outdoor, at like the, pictures on the doors, and they turn around and leave, you know?
Right.
This specific situation, so they're fighting, and one of them like gets their like leg caught in a chair and goes down. Maybe this is for Patreon. I don't know.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
anyway,
no, just you've gone enough into
yeah.
it.
Well,
but
he broke
yeah.
his leg in half, and it was in front of.
Wait, as a bar patron?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
In the like during business hours in the front door area, and there's just people walking in. Especially there was a family that was walking in and saw the whole thing,
And just booted right
and they
back
were
out.
just like the look of like horror on their faces, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go anyway," but this is crazy.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And there were a lot of like crazy shit like that at Twin Peaks.
How
Yeah.
do you even? Okay, so during the scuffle, the dude broke his leg, right?
So they were like tussling around or whatever, and he got his leg caught in a tall, like a bar chair,
Right.
and fell over.
And
It
then
didn't
it,
like snap in half. That's aggressive.
There's not like
but,
bone like sticking out. and
no,
stuff?
but it
Okay.
did like his like broke his like he fractured his leg.
Oh yeah.
but
oh,
it
yeah.
was like, yeah, like
Yeah. Not even.
Okay,
was
so then people just like stepped over the blood and bone, and they're like, "Can I get a table for 4,
yeah,
please?"
table for four.
Yeah.
No, they just like they walked in. They're like, "What's going on?" Oh, and then they look around. They're like, "Wow, okay, we're gonna go."
And they turned and left. Okay, I have a similar story to this, although I wasn't technically a part of it. This is what I heard. So,
Yeah.
the most recent, I do like photos and videos for like bands and stuff. So I like tour with them. We were in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was the last day of our tour. It was like we got through, we stayed the whole show. We were leaving to drive back to Minnesota from Indianapolis. And we stopped at a Waffle House because the bass player was catching a flight out of Indianapolis to fly back to Colorado where he lives. Okay, so we stop at this Waffle House. I'm sick with the flu.
Waffle House.
I'm sick with the flu, so like I'm asleep in the back bunks basically. They like asked me if I want to come in. I'm like, no, I'm fine, whatever. They come in like what seems like 5 minutes later because I'm asleep and I'm sick, so I don't really know time at this point.
Yeah.
They come back in and I'm like, did you guys get Waffle House? And they're like, well, it was closed and there was like police tape everywhere and there was like blood on the sidewalk outside. So like, we're just gonna like go to like a Denny's.
Oh my God.
It's so that checks out for a Waffle House.
So yeah, I've never been to Waffle House. And the one one chance I had to, I chose not to go in and there was blood outside on the sidewalk.
Do you guys realize that's like the MO of Waffle House?
Oh yeah.
Right.
If you're
Okay.
gonna get your meal, you're gonna get into a fight.
Yeah.
Like that's yeah. That's
Like,
what we've always been
That's
told.
it. You know, you get a meal
Yeah.
in a show,
Yeah.
maybe.
No shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And we've always been very like, I don't want to go to Waffle House. And then the one time we all decided to do it at like 2:30 in the morning, there's blood and police tape, and we were like, yeah, maybe
Maybe
just,
not.
That's why we don't
Yeah.
go to Waffle House.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
literally.
I stand by my
the nearest
decision.
Denny's.
And then our driver that night, well, he was driving that night, but he got sick off of the Denny's food that he had too. He
Oh,
got
no.
food poisoning like immediately after and had to
Checks
drive
out.
through the night. And like I woke up to him just slamming the brakes on the bus, and then like he just got out, closed the door, and I just hear him puking, and then gets back in. We just start the bus again, and I remember being like, "What happened?" And he was like, "Oh, dude, Denny's, man."
Denny's really did me in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
great.
sorry, that was my
No,
thing with
you're
Waffle
totally
House.
fine. But
No,
yeah, no,
that's perfect. I love
yeah,
that.
we worked at Twin Peaks together, and then we used to party way too much at another bar that you worked at, and that was a whole different ballpark in itself.
God,
But
which one? The main one? The
just
main one?
the main one, yeah.
Yeah.
The main one where we always used to come for like birthday Thursday, and then like hang like
Yeah.
right when you'd walk in. So she used to be the beer tub girl, which is like really cool. So like every time we would walk in, we would always get like shots with Riley, and then we would go like hang out or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, we always end up at the front door just to hang out around Riley, and we'd have to stay out of the way and things like that.
We
Which
can say the name.
If
or
you
not.
want to.
Or
I
if
mean,
you
we
don't-
can. I
or
mean,
if
it's
you don't want-
Wellman's.
if you
Wellman's
don't
in
want
West
to.
Glen.
I was about to
Oh,
say
okay.
it's Wellman's.
yeah.
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 It's a local rooftop bar. That place has been there forever too. I was actually going to apply there and work there, but I didn't
Yeah,
end up.
Wellman's has been there for 15 years now. It'll
Yeah,
be
that's
15
insane. That's
this
insane.
year.
Yeah, that's.
I remember when it got built. That's crazy.
I know, and that.
I remember
Weird?
when it got built.
Yeah.
You were great ahead of us.
Yeah,
dude.
but like I don't feel like I feel like it was 7 grades.
I got kicked out of that area for skateboarding more times than I can even
Yeah.
say legally.
I remember when there was like only a Target out there. There was only a super Target
it was
out there.
all
Yeah.
wooded area, and now there's like they built an REI, and
Yeah.
there's a Jersey Mike's.
There's
Yeah.
a gas station over there now
There's-
too.
it's actually really cool to see like how it like all that stuff became what it is now.
know.
But like just being able to work at those local places too, like that's where we all used to go after I don't even know, like after work and things like that. But I mean, there's a lot of events over there. There's a Funny Bone. There's other like places, which is nice because it's like our town center. But
There's
just-
another Tony C's over there too.
yes, there is. I really like the fact that we had that rooftop though, and we would always. There's just a lot of stories there. Like that's where we used
So
to go
many
and drink.
stories at
So
Wellman's.
Our high school reunion was on that rooftop at Wellman's.
yep.
I didn't
So
go.
was mine.
I did not
didn't
go either.
No way.
That's what's up, guys. Good
Yeah.
job.
I was out of town.
I just.
I wanted to go. I really did, but
Oh, I did not.
yeah, I did not want to go
I
either.
didn't.
I think okay. I was really excited to go. In hindsight, I'm kind of glad I didn't go because there wasn't a lot of people that showed up.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know
ones
that.
and the ones that
I hung
did.
out. I hung out with like the grade above us and the grade before you too. I don't know. We used to hang out with
Yeah.
like older people, so like I didn't really like hang out with
We
anyone that
both-
was
we
necessarily
both
in our grade.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, with all like you working at Wellman's, you've made a lot of friendships though there, and
Oh,
like you still
yeah.
are friends there and things like that though too.
Most of my friends that I have are friends that I've had for 10 plus years, and they're all from Wellman's.
Yeah.
All of them. My whole girl group, my 2 best guy friends are all from Wellman's.
Yeah, I like that about the service industry though too, because like you make connections and like they will literally stay friends with you forever. I mean, like Jaydn has friends from the other place. He actually took pictures of their wedding and was in their wedding, and then like
Yeah.
Haley,
I'm going
you've
to
met so many
Ireland with
people.
them this year.
Yeah, see, like
Yeah.
that's like so cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Just to be in the service industry, we're
Yeah.
all poor
Just in
people.
time for
Just in time
Yeah.
for St. Patty's. Oh my God. I can't wait because, okay, so we had that Tipsy Cub also. Shout out to our sponsor, Tipsy Cub. But we had that poster or that picture that you sent in our group chat
Yeah.
of Tipsy Cub in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be, and I'm like, I'm definitely crossing borders with that hangover powder, dude. Like,
Oh yeah. I was so happy that he sent me a picture of that. He
Yeah,
was
that
supposed
was
to take
really
it that
cool.
Saturday because a lot of people like to do that golf game for drinking on Sundays. Well, no, it was on Saturday, and I gave
Golf
him all
game.
Tipsy Cub. Thank you, Tipsy Cub, for giving us our hangover
Yes.
powder. I was handing it out to a lot of my bar patrons, and I was like, "Hey, try this," because they were playing a drinking game, and I gave it to one of my other friends who definitely likes to drink a lot, a little bit too much. And he goes, I feel great. Do you have any more? That stuff is so good. I'm like, yes, but I'm not giving it to you. You can use Pour 20 to order more. I have to hand out samples towards people that haven't had it. But I think we have some. I'll give you some for like St. Patty's Day,
Hell yeah,
especially
I'll
for
try
work.
it.
we have a bunch here with us.
Yeah.
I need
So you can
some.
try it out.
Tipsy Cub, the official sponsor of Poor People Podcast. Shake it, tear it, tip it. It's a preventative hangover powder. It does everything you need to not have a hangover the next day.
It is amazing. It works. It's got B vitamins, electrolytes.
It's one of those things you can take during the day and then just like have a good fucking day while bartending, while still taking shots from customers, getting paid for those shots, whatever. You can still have a great day and not feel like shit the next day. Use POUR20 at checkout for 20% off your checkout code.
I am not drinking.
Yeah, speaking,
During
I
Hell
want to
Week.
talk about like our prep, our mental and physical prep for this weekend.
Let's do
I
it.
am
Oh,
going
yeah.
to sleep. Oh, yeah.
There's Tipsy Cup right here.
Try it. You
This
gotta
would be
try
a
it.
good spot to input our Tipsy Cup commercial. We're going to do that after, but
Okay.
what
I was
up?
just looking at the packaging.
No, we'll do it in a second. Yeah, no, just but yeah, no, let's talk about
Yeah, I mean, I'm working Friday night, which I don't expect to be busy, but Friday, Saturday night, and then Monday all day. I'm gonna do a double.
you are Monday all day.
And
Jealous.
Yeah, I will
I'm kind of
be
jealous.
hydrating all this week. Are you not working Monday?
I don't know. I haven't seen the
Oh,
schedule
okay.
yet.
I
guess
will
I could
be
look at it.
Downing Tipsy Cub in liquid IV. And I'll probably drink like Monday night, but I'm gonna try not to drink until then.
I got a lovely phone call this morning. So you decided to put your input on the beer order? Yeah. I'm mad, but I'm gonna swallow it. Like, what? Why? And I was like, because you didn't want to do beer bottles, and we don't have any cans in the back. And then he just automatically goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm not mad anymore."
Oh
And
my God.
he was, because again, it's Hell Week, so like we are like prepping and planning for everything.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
I'm
St. Patty's
basically,
Day gets
yeah,
crazy.
and there's
Oh my
no
God,
Guinness
you
in
guys
town.
are gonna get killed.
Oh, we definitely are. There's no Guinness
I didn't
downtown.
even think about tonic that.
Yeah.
Wait,
I didn't
there's
think about,
not a
I
re-
didn't just think. I didn't think about anybody downtown.
Yeah, no.
Until
No,
now.
I'm going to cry. I will literally
shit.
probably like have a mental breakdown in the
Are
cooler
you
for
working
sure.
all 4 days?
Oh, you ready for this? I close Thursday night. I close Friday night. I work from noon to close on Saturday, which is the St. Patty's Day marathon run in the morning.
Oh.
And then Sunday, I'm there at 4, which I'll probably have to be there at noon to help because, you know, it's so not a lot of people are open on Sunday, but I don't know if like all the other local bars on Court Ave are going to be open, but that's normally bartender servers days off, so I don't know how busy we're gonna be. And then Monday it's St. Patty's Day, and that's the parade, so I'm there from noon to close on Monday too.
Damn.
So yeah, oh yeah, you want to talk about Hell Week? I don't want anyone to call me, text me, or ask me how I'm doing because my ass is gonna be hiding, sleeping, and not answering.
Turn your phone off.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, for us, did they put out the schedule yet? I haven't even seen
Not
it.
yet, but I'm
Okay.
assuming it looked like all of our like availability kind of lined
It's
up.
the
and
same,
it's gonna
yeah.
be,
So
like,
it's just gonna be a normal weekend,
whenever we
basically,
want it.
besides Monday. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to make a bunch of money, and I'm ready to
I
hang out
am
with a bunch of
too.
people. And I'm just glad that we ordered a bunch of cans instead of bottles. But again,
Thank
there's no more
God.
Guinness. Like we can't even get a backup keg of Guinness. We are having to get cans.
But you have Guinness on tap.
I do have Guinness on tap, but I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Okay, what other bar are you? You said that there's not other bars downtown that have Guinness.
No, I'm saying like whoever has the Guinness downtown, I hope they just don't run out because we couldn't buy backup kegs because we were all out. Everyone out, like the whole entire state of like in this rural area. I don't know how. If
How
anyone
the
has any
fuck are
backup
we
kegs.
running out of Guinness? It's 2025 and it's St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
How are we running out of shit on a
I
holiday?
mean,
that
we could
know
really
about
get into it,
every
but that's not
single
what this
year?
podcast is about.
Okay, don't get into
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I'm just like flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
how in the
it's
hell
insane.
are
Yeah,
we
Well,
running
it's
because
out of
insane,
people
shit?
right?
order it way before anyone else orders it, so they probably just bought like so many. Like, I mean, there's other Irish bars around here, so what are they gonna do? They're gonna buy as many kegs as they can get
Yeah.
for it. So I mean, I'm
Either
not mad
way.
about it. I want people to know that we might be running out of car bombs, and you're gonna get a Guinness can car bomb. I don't
Yeah.
know. You're gonna have to pay for the whole can. You're gonna get your little shots and skittle on out of my face.
Yeah.
That's what we. I mean, that's what we do here. When people are like, "Can I get a beer back?" I'm like, "Oh, sure, $4."
yeah.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
have
ours
tap
are
beer.
3.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, take the whole
Yeah.
can, my guy.
Yeah.
It is truly
well,
yours.
If we
Yeah.
do beer backs, it's just a rocks glass
Yep.
filled with
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. Normally
But
when
they
you have a
have
tab,
to pay for the whole like $4
Right.
tall boy.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, because
I
they don't
guess
have
I
a
never
tap
thought
here.
about that.
Yeah. But I mean,
Oh, you don't have taps here.
No tap here.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize
That's
that.
that's also another indicator when people come in. What do you have on tap? I'm like, hee hee.
And then you're like,
Nothing.
Nothing. What you say that you get?
Yeah, we
Look
don't
at all
either
my
at the bar we
kids.
were at, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Or they'll
Yeah.
be like, what flavored vodka do you have? I'm like,
I will say,
lick.
working at a bar, not having draft beer is actually kind of a blessing
The
because the whole
best.
time you're like people are like, do you guys have any draft beers? And you just like look behind you and you're like, no.
do you see any?
Yeah. But
You see
also,
any back here, Junior?
The
I
main-
didn't think
be
so.
nice.
The main
You
reason I was
guys
bringing that up
must
is
be
because
nice.
it's like the when you are pouring like tap beers, it does like you're sitting there for like what 30 45 seconds or whatever, and then you're like the whole time you're like, I could be making this drink, I could be making this drink, and then I could be doing all this other shit, and then you just have to stand there. That's
Yeah.
all you can do. So it is like breathing room, but also at the same time you're like your mind is spiraling.
It's
That's
the
how I
same-
always feel.
It's the same when someone wants a water during a rush, and it just takes like 45
Yeah,
seconds at
and you're
least
just
to fill that
standing-
up,
y-
and it feels like a lifetime. I'm like, I could have made 4 drinks by now.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
think
I have
it
I
takes-
have a water pitchers. I have a watering station. I'm like prepping everything in my brain for St. Patty's Day. I am not like, oh my god.
I have a comment on that
Yeah.
about the water. This is a very old building. Okay, this place has been around for over 20 years. The plumbing, like, not the plumbing. Well, yeah, the plumbing is like not the best. So basically, when we run our dishwasher, the water shuts off in the bar. Okay, so if you want a water, it already comes out at a like minute
Yeah.
like
trickle.
amount. Yeah. Oh no, like I'm not kidding. Yes. And if you want a water, I will hit the water button and nothing will come out at times.
It's just like
and like every Saturday morning I get my ass absolutely handed to me. And you want a water, you might have to wait 10 minutes
Yeah.
for the water to kick back on. So we like every Saturday morning, one of the prep things that I have to do is get 2-3 pitchers of water and set them over next door just to be prepared for someone to want a water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got to do what we got to do.
So you say 45 seconds, try 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit. No.
Wait, you said
And
out.
then, yeah, what do you say? You're just like, our water's not working right now. And they're like, what do you mean your
Water's
water's
out.
not working?
So like I said before,
Water's clogged.
Yeah. Somebody turned the water off. We forgot to pay the bill. But most, like I said earlier, most people that have been here before, or most people have been here before. So
Right.
like when they see me like trying to like hit the water button and nothing's coming out, they're like, they get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it'll be a couple minutes. We need to turn the water on.
yeah.
But that's usually
Or like,
how it
shut
goes.
up. You don't need a water.
Yeah, you don't need a water for another
your
at
White
least
Claw.
2.5 minutes.
Okay, I had one. Do you guys have other questions?
No.
For before we get into Patreon, I had one other question before we get into our douche of the week.
I can't fucking wait.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I have a feeling our Patreon is going to be fucking
no
saucy.
idea.
Yeah, I saw your notes earlier. They're going to be, it's going to be, if you're not subscribed to our Patreon now, this is the time to do it because it's only $5 a month. And I can already tell just by looking at her notes right now that this is going to be a good Patreon episode. Okay, but my last question before we get into the douche of the week was, okay, so Booneville Bar. It's not in Booneville. Is this Booneville?
It is Booneville.
Oh, this
Booneville.
is?
This
Yeah.
is Booneville.
I thought
They call
Booneville
it
was up
Bonerville.
by. I
This
thought,
is Booneville. It's
Bonerville.
Bonerville. It's Bonerville to me.
Isn't Booneville out by Ames though? That's what I
That would
thought.
be
Like super
Boone.
north.
Yeah.
Okay, well that derails my entire question because my question was, is it called Booneville because it's like out in the boondocks, like out in the boonies, like?
I don't know. I just work here.
No, I know, but like that saying, like
I'm
the
just
boondocks,
kidding.
the boonies, is like
know,
out in
I'm
the
just
middle of
giving you
nowhere.
shit.
Okay,
Booneville. So
so stupid.
idiot.
What a stupid question, Jaydn.
So I'm. So this is okay. So.
Okay, sorry. Go
Fucking
ahead.
moron. No, so Booneville, this is, I believe, I'm like 90% sure, is considered a township.
Right.
So they have a post office. They have no, we have no police
Running
station.
water.
We have no running water sometimes. It just depends.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. And, but yes, this is Booneville. Boone is much different. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere in Iowa. It's an hour away, whichever direction. But yeah, Booneville. Yeah, this is Booneville.
Okay, so part of that
Bonerville.
question was like, do you feel that you get like primarily just regulars out here, or do you feel like you get new people in that are like?
No.
Because like it's not far, like outside of West Des Moines.
No, it's not.
It's not. But like if you're coming down the one road, like it seems kind of far.
Yeah.
It seems out of the way, but it's really not.
This is a massive regular-based bar.
Yeah.
Most people, and I would be bold to say 90% of people that come in here are people that have been coming here for years. They're people that live in town. John lives right there. Like he lives in the White House next door.
Is
He
that
collects our rent.
Booneville just north, like that whole city township thing?
Yes. I believe so. I don't really know where like it cuts off, but I know like these like houses like right here. This is all considered Booneville. I don't know if you travel up Ute Ave. I don't know how far up that goes. But yeah, so most people that come in here, there's a lot of bikers that come in here. It's one of their stops or one of their main stops, and then they go to Ambrose and DeSoto. They go to I can't even name any of it. Like there's just so many other like small town bars that you can travel to where this is just one of the biggest stops that they go to. But it's very much regular based. I can't tell you how many times I get asked, "Are you new?" I'm like, "No, I've been here for a little over a year and a half. I've never seen you before." And it's like, well,
You haven't been here a year and a half.
yeah. And they're like, "Well, we haven't been here in forever." And I'm like, and they're like always the nicest people. And you're just like, well, I'm Riley.
Okay, and
What
then
can I get you?
okay, there's one other thing we have to get into after this, but the only reason I even brought that up was because I was in this bar in Virginia and it looked exactly like this, and I met like 20 Hells Angels like riders
part of
like
Virginia?
patched. We would have been on the coast, like
what part
just
of
inside of
Virginia?
the coast. I don't know, the middle of it. It's like we were going down the coast into Atlanta, and then we had a stop in Virginia. So it would have been like along the coast, just like somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But so yeah, basically I was doing video photos for the band, and there was like 20 Hells Angels rolled up, and we ended up like partying with them all night. And I feel like I've told this story on Patreon. I don't know. But essentially, that's long story short. Maybe I'll tell that story later on Patreon. If you want to subscribe $5 a month to our Patreon, you'll hear that story. But the only reason I bring that up is because it seems like such a secluded like place out in the kind of middle of nowhere. It's not, but it feels that way. But like, and I feel like it would be hard to like market a place like this to like other than to like people that only come here all the time, you know? So like that's where my question was.
I don't know.
It's not here, not in
Right.
Des Moines, because Des Moines is so small. There's only so many places to go, and people are looking to go somewhere different, somewhere they don't typically go. You all grew up here. You all know your typical places that you go, and I think I can say this on everyone's behalf is that you always want to go somewhere like where you don't know someone, right?
Especially in Iowa.
Especially in Des Moines, especially in Iowa. None of you know probably anybody that comes in here other than moi. Okay? But like it's so refreshing. You know how refreshing it is to go somewhere where you don't know anybody, you don't know the bartender, and you just can go somewhere where drinks are $3 a pop,
Right.
and that's what makes it, I think, appealing to people outside of this small realm.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Good answer to my question. Why do they call you Rowdy?
hell yeah. I got that nickname in college.
Really?
Yeah, I was 19. I was in a sorority, which is so shocking to look back on right now. I was the head of our standards committee, which is like when you get in trouble, like I decide your punishment. And
Wait, sororities have standards committees? That's a thing?
Yeah, they're very, very strict. Like very strict.
What are the standards?
Well, it's just like
I'm
Like-
so sorry.
if you're like under the age of 21 and you're using a fake ID at a bar. At least at Iowa State, it's different at every college. Ole Miss is going to be
Oh,
completely
wait, and you're a
fucking
part of the
different.
sorority or not a part
I'm
of the
in the
sorority?
sorority.
No, I
right.
know, but I mean like
If
the
you're-
person.
Yeah, if you're a member of the sorority and one of your sisters is out drinking underage at a bar and you see her, that reflects badly on the sorority. Therefore, you will be sent to standards.
Because of the Greeks.
Yeah. What? Did you hear that? What the fuck does that mean?
Well, it's a Greek. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. I don't have enough time to explain.
I'm sorry. No, but long
just
story
kidding.
short, if your sister is at a bar
Basically-
drinking
basically,
underage, you have to go
like-
and get her.
No, like, okay, how do I best explain it? Basically, I decided your punishment. Okay. Yeah,
You just like ground them, or
you like excluded them from social activities. Maybe you got kicked out. Like it really varied.
Just as a little taste.
Even though my nickname was Rowdy and I got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you did.
all the
And you
time.
were in charge of punishing people?
my senior year, yeah.
Dude, she went to Visha.
Yeah.
Oh, the last year I was there.
Man, that's a whole other deal.
That
We
was
should talk about that on our Patreon
Yes,
for sure.
We are
for
You know
sure.
what? Let's
Okay,
write that
yeah,
down.
write that down.
Write that
okay.
down. Write that down.
Okay, last question I have for you is like the person named Rowdy is in charge of standards and commission or whatever. Like, what if you can give us a little taste, just a little taste of like the worst situation you had to deal with in that, where like you had to either punish somebody or without like incriminating yourself.
Oh no, I mean no, really nothing bad ever came across my plate. All I know is that my entire alumni advisors, who are all in their late 70s, lost their ever-loving shit when they found out that I was elected the head chair of the standards committee.
They're like,
They
Rowdy?
were like, "Are you fucking kidding me? That bitch is gonna be the person that's in charge of the standards of our sorority when she can't even
Her name's
uphold them
Rowdy?
herself." Her name is Rowdy, and I'm like, "Yeah, Jolene, what are you gonna do about it?" She was pissed.
Oh my god.
But then they found out I did a good job because I actually like have a brain and like
Right.
understand like, you know, like the ethical part of it. Like I understand you did this wrong. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it does reflect badly on the sorority. This is how we have to go forward. Like just things like
They're like,
that.
we
you
can't
know?
call you Rowdy anymore for marketing reasons. Like,
Oh no, you're gonna call me Rowdy.
it's on our bar key.
It's on my bar key, and it's what they call me at my corporate day job. It's on my email.
and she's still in charge of the same responsibilities too. She has to handle standards and
I
practice.
will show you my I can't show you my email, but my email signature says Rowdy Kirk
that's amazing.
That-
on
That's
it. That's
awesome.
what my name is like in my at my corporate desk job.
That's amazing.
And it's only because there's another girl on my team named Riley.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's like hello. It would have
But they know.
Yeah.
They get it.
Was it like a badge of honor when you got that nickname?
Yes, it was.
like-
Hell yeah,
Yes,
my
it
dad
was.
was terrified. Like, "Did they just call you Rowdy?" I'm like, "Yeah, Art, shut up. Whatever."
You're like,
Figure it out. I'm
your
a big
dad.
deal.
It's parents' weekend. Shut up.
it's Parents Weekend. I'm in a sorority. We're about to fuck shit up. dude."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry. No, I
it's
just
so funny.
I just had to riff on those.
No,
okay,
you're
what
totally
other
fine.
what other questions you got?
Do we have
before
our
get
douche of the
into-
week?
No, let's from here. Let's go right into our douche of the week. Okay, so our douche of the week is just, it's like, it can be a bad patron, it can be a bad coworker, it can be a pet peeve, it can be whatever you want, really. So,
Oh man.
douche of the
Okay.
week can be anything that annoys you within the service industry, basically.
Oh no, can I name a person? No.
If you want to name them.
Oh no, her and I are cool now, but like I'm gonna like She knows. She doesn't live here anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I mean, it's your call
Okay.
whether you want to name him by name or not. If
Okay.
you don't want us to edit it out, we won't.
She has a nickname. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
It's cool.
What's
So
your
when
nickname? Jessica?
No, it's actually Super T.
I know
what-
Super T.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't. You don't.
No, I
was about
definitely
to say,
don't.
I was like, my gullible ass. No, Super T. Super T. She just moved to Wisconsin, thank God. Super T, she's been coming here for years. She doesn't ever let you forget.
A regular, not a coworker.
Oh, no, she's a regular,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. She's a super happy person. She complains about every piece of food that she gets. One of my favorites is, this has been over the course of like a year and a half, 2 years. She claims that she's been coming here for 18 years, and she probably has. But she like gets really upset when her food is like not the way she thinks it's supposed to be, even though she's been coming here for 18 years. So she used to say like, well, these onion rings are not homemade. And I'm like, you're right. They're not. They're from a frozen bag.
In the
like,
kitchen.
back. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, oh, well, they used to be homemade. And I was like, no. And so I'd go to my boss and be like, these used to be homemade? And she's like, no, they were never homemade. I'm like, fuck. Oh my God.
You have to pee?
Yeah.
You can go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was about to say, can I like
We'll come
do
back.
that
We'll
really
come
quick?
back to yours because I have questions about yours.
Okay, I have
Okay.
much more to say. I just have to
Okay.
do this.
No,
right
do
now.
your thing. Do your thing.
Oh
You're
my
fine.
God.
No, we do it all the time.
You're fine.
I was like, how am I gonna get away from this?
No, you're fine. You're totally okay. Look, there's a bar towel. She just
There's-
pulled out a bar. She just
oh!
pulled out a bar towel, and she's not even working.
Grab it, sniff it, lick it. I'm just kidding. I don't
That
want
is a
it.
you thing. That is not a me thing.
I just thought you would, just out of like.
I've known Riley for a while. I think I already know what she smells like, what
I'm
she
not-
tastes like, what she does.
Wait, never mind. All right. Okay. Who else had a douche
just to
of the
put
week?
people
Okay,
in
should I tell
context, she's
mine?
my best friend. She
Yeah.
was my best friend in high school. I've known her for quite some time. That's why
I-
I'm saying that to be funny.
It's okay. I'm only saying this right now because she's not here right now. But like, she was one of the girls that I was always like friends with around, but like never actually knew her. Like we crossed paths,
Yeah.
like we would like be in the same friend groups all the time. But like, I never actually really got to know her. But as soon as she walked in today, she was like, ah. And I was like, ah. And then I was like, I know you. And she was like, yeah, I know you too. And we like hugged it out and whatever. But I was just like, that's just a side thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, even though that's the beauty about this podcast is like we can see people we haven't seen in 10, 15, 20 years or
Yeah.
something. And then be like, oh, I fucking know you. And
Yeah.
it's just like the day you left off.
Yeah,
Like that's the cool thing.
for sure.
Okay.
I'm ready for your douche of the
What's
week.
your douche of the week?
Okay. So this guy came in this Friday, and I knew I've seen him a couple times before, but I was like, how do I know him? And I could feel like there was something, like a reason I remembered him. And then, so this is like, I saw him the last Friday, and then he came in again this Friday, and I had already served him for like over a couple hours. And then he goes, do you remember your first day here?
Wait. This is that same guy?
Oh.
No fucking way.
I stopped in my fucking tracks because I had already been like talking to him.
Is
like,
this an older
kindly.
guy?
No.
He's a younger
Yeah.
guy, like our
Like,
age?
yeah. I just stop and I look at him and I'm like, and I just walk away and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Oh my god.
Can you give some
Yeah,
context?
so I
'Cause
told this
we
story
know.
on episode 6. This guy on my very first day of my bartending job was being very creepy and asked me to spit in his mouth, and then
Did you do it?
no, I said $200, I'll do it, but he was poor, so
Oh,
POUR.
yeah.
no, not the good kind.
Not the good type of
bad
poor. He was the
way.
bad type of poor.
Anyways, I also he tried to give me his business card and told me that he usually slips it into the bartender's pants, but I was too far away, and that he usually gets away with it too.
Yeah.
Giving hella Dahmer
said-
vibes.
Yeah, I said, you you kind of sound like Ted Bundy right now. I don't know. He's like, aren't I charming? And like winked at me.
He was like,
and
let
like
me
he
take
took
a
it as a
picture.
compliment that I called him Ted Bundy, and he was just like,
Oh, so he is Ted Bundy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so this guy came in
and then-
again recently.
Yeah, and then, but that same time, my first day, he like came behind the bar and hugged me, and I said, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've seen this guy a few times since then. He never brought it up. I did not recognize him, and then he just said, "Do you remember your first day here?" And I'm sure I just went
My
so
skin would
fucking
have
white.
crawled.
Yeah.
That gave me as soon as you said that gave me chills. Like,
Yikes.
no.
And then wait, guess what he did? So apparently it was his sister sitting next to him, and he goes,
what the fuck does
What?
that mean? Sorry, there's
"Dude,
people
I'm
in
not
here,
kidding."
but
He was like, "This is my sister. Don't say anything. She already knows I'm a piece of shit." And then he's like,
what the hell does
and
that
he just
mean?
kept fucking doing that.
What does that mean?
Don't tell what the fuck he said to me.
Because his
Pulled it
sister
online, but-
would be mad because
I don't know, but
That
I
is
don't
a-
know what to do about this.
that is a mega douche of the week. Holy shit!
Ew.
You should make sure one of the managers is there when
Oh, yeah.
on those days when he comes in.
Or just have Jeremiah be like, hey, can you throw this guy out like
Yeah.
a fucking ragdoll, please?
Yeah, I will
Thanks.
not forget his face now. For
yeah,
sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
holy
And
shit!
and then he was like, "You don't even know my name," and I'm like, "I have your fucking card swiped, motherfucker.
We
and
got
you
you
gave
on-
me your business card. Yeah, I know your name."
And we got you on camera, dude. Like, chill. Holy shit!
Sounds
That's
fucking terrifying.
that is
Yeah.
scary.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
so
that's
have
my
like
douche of the
Ugh.
Ew.
potential stalker.
much?
that might be the craziest douche of the week that we've had so far.
Yep.
Since we've been doing douche of the week, anyways.
Yep.
That's
No.
crazy.
So Super T done for the count. She gone out of here.
Oh yeah, now that I can fully focus.
yeah. Finish your douche of the week.
No, God. So yeah, so she's just, how do I put it? She's just the most unhappy person I've ever met in my entire life. And at the time, we're really cool now, but she moved to Wisconsin, so I'm whatever. So
Those people are the
basically-
worst to work with.
And I don't work with it. She was just a customer that came in all the time, and she really,
Oh,
I
right,
mean,
right.
this is also somebody that she would aggravate every single person that, like, around her. Just complain about everything. She would, every type of food she ever ordered, she was like, this isn't how they normally make it. And I'm like, well, it's also not on the menu. So you ordered something that was not on the menu, and yet you are complaining about it. And I was nice enough to ask my cook if he could make it for you, and yet you're still complaining about it.
Right.
You son of a bitch. Yeah. Can you come correct when you speak to me? She just, like, and then she would, like, oh my God, she used to bitch at me if I would hit my vape in the bar. She would be like, because you can do that, I think that I should be able to smoke my cigar in the bar. And I'd be like, you're fucking insane.
Because she hit her vape?
No,
Or wait, no, sorry, I
No, I
missed
said
the part.
I would hit my vape, like, in the bar, like, as I'm walking out the door. And she'd be like, just because you can do that in here, I think I should be able to smoke my cigar instead.
Yeah, that's
insane.
insane.
And I was like, it's not 2000. Like, you can't do that in here.
Those
Oh my
were
God.
the days, though.
They really, I mean.
When you could smoke in bars, like, it wasn't
crazy.
good for
On.
anybody that didn't smoke,
crazy.
but if you
Yeah.
did smoke, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
It was, yeah.
I think it would be cool to bring that back. I'm just saying, like, only in, like, designated places. I'm just saying, like, certain bars. Like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Wouldn't be super surprised if it did come back.
oh,
yeah.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, there's, but if it was just, like, like, you had to apply for, like, a special license to, like, be able to smoke in that bar or whatever, and then you have to, like, display that all over, like, people can smoke in here or whatever. Like, why the fuck not? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
it would be terrible for the building, like, in the long run, and the people that are in there, but they're already smoking anyway, so fuck them. I mean, like,
I think they could just have like an air vent, like a hood vent, and just blow
portable
it up.
vacuums. Like, every chair has a vacuum next to it, and you just, like, I'm sorry, you just brain blasted me
keep
right
going.
there.
No, keep going. I'm
I'm
here
saying,
for it.
like, okay, you're sitting at the bar. Imagine this is the bar, right? And then you're smoking your cigarette, and you just like hold the vacuum up to the end of it. Vacuum's going nonstop. You like take a drag off your cigarette and then like blow it into the vacuum.
I think a hood vent would just be better, like just to have like a hood vent ventilation.
Yeah,
so like
everybody
whatever
just
smoke.
smokes over the stove.
No, no, I'm not saying like over the stove. I'm saying like actually like having a bigger hood vent, not underneath the stove, but like actually like for like a ceiling or like having a smoking area. So
Just
you
the whole ceiling is a
so you just
hood.
sit underneath it at a table and you can smoke your cigarettes. So then that section could just be a smoking section and the other section could just not be like non-smoking because it would actually take it up out of the building. So the building one wouldn't smell like smoke. You could still smoke in the building. And 3, everything will be fine. So yeah.
Did we
That's
just come
brilliant.
on to something here? Are we about to bring smoking
No,
back?
you know what? Here's what I think. You have a really good idea. I think that anyone that wants to smoke inside, you just come into the kitchen during cooking hours and you just smoke in the kitchen while we're
Shut
cooking
the
everybody's
fuck
food.
up, Riley.
Like it shouldn't.
Shut
Dude,
up.
yes.
No.
I'm down for that
I'm
idea.
patenting my idea. Fuck
You're
all
only
of you.
allowed to smoke in the kitchen.
Your idea sucks. We're
Your
only
idea
smoking in the
sucks.
kitchen. when
Our
we're
ideas
cooking
are
want-
money makers.
Okay,
They're
goodbye.
money makers.
I want to do my douche of the week.
And then you also can sell cigarettes and then have them smoke in the kitchen as they're like
Making your
patting down your
food.
beef
Yeah.
patty.
And instead of
Put some ash in
tipping the
there.
staff, you can just bum a cigarette to them.
It's like prison rolls. You just like you pay it for your meal and cigarettes.
My douche of the week is coming back from vacation and having a super busy night after vacation. Like, because you're not like
The next day.
the next day. So like I went on vacation from Thursday to Sunday. I come back on this Monday and I'm there just working right at 10:30. I get a big crowd. Okay. I don't have my security guard in there just yet. So I'm calling my boss and saying, hey, get down here. I need your help. Like SOS, help. I can normally handle the crowd that comes in, but like not at the rate that they were all coming in. So I had to call in another one of my coworkers and we did at least $4,000 in sales on a Monday night. That is insane.
Damn, that's
That is-
crazy.
That is the max that we normally do for like a Friday night or like a Saturday night with like 2 bartenders. I was running around with my head cut off. I'm like, well, welcome back to reality. Welcome back to work. Here I am making money. This is great. But this also sucks because I had a 12 top just get up and leave because they didn't realize that when I'm busy behind the bar, I'm not leaving back behind the bar and I can't go up to the table, and they ended up leaving and I felt horrible for it. So yeah, douche of the week is when you get really busy and you can't handle it, because I thought I could quite literally handle it because I normally do that on Mondays anyways, because I work not by myself but bartending by myself. But this Monday I could not.
You're
it was
telling me
overwhelming.
that a 12 top at Tonic,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And they wouldn't just go up to the bar?
Yeah. Do you
No.
usually have servers that go up to the tables?
Normally I'm able to go up to the tables when I'm not as busy, because right at that time I'm not normally like busy, but like I don't think they've never been to Tony C's, so I think just thought that they were going to get served. We kind of look like we are a bar restaurant, unfortunately, but we're not. We do serve tables when I have extra people with me, but when it's just me, no, I can't like scramble back behind the bar and then go up to the table. So
Get a clue though. Like I don't.
I know.
Maybe
I know.
Maybe I don't understand the culture down there, but like, if you have 12 people and you see the bartender running around, wouldn't one of you go up to the bar and be like, hey,
I don't think
Yeah,
they realized it was
look
just
around.
me.
There's no servers around.
Yeah.
You know?
There's nobody
Yeah.
else
Yeah.
working. There's nobody else around. You see the bartender behind the bar just working her ass off, and you know that she sees you. I mean, I'm assuming you probably are like,
Yeah,
I'll
I said
right
I'll
with
be
you.
right with you if you guys want.
Right.
Like, I even told them, I was like, if you guys are ready, come up to the bar, because like I can't leave the bar.
Yeah.
And they still just sat there because they just wanted to be served at they didn't want to get up and things like that. And that also deters people from like tipping us more too, because they want to get served at the table. They don't want to come up to the bar, and so like they don't really
It's
tip
fucking
very
4
well.
steps. Get the fuck up.
Yeah.
See,
I mean,
and-
sometimes that happens, but like I try. Like when I'm busy like that, I always try to like let them know, like, hey, I'm busy. I'm the only one here right
Yeah.
now. Like I'll be right to you. Just basically communicating with the tables and things like that. But then again, like I don't think that they really wanted that, so they got up and left. So my douche of the week again is me being overwhelmingly busy and then like having a 12 top leave. And I felt so bad because that's just not my type of customer service. I always try to get to people as fast, if not or let them know that I'm going to serve them. But yeah, no, I was in the weeds for sure. For sure.
Okay.
Do you take that personally when?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
like
But does it still like do something to you?
A little bit, because like
It does to me.
Sometimes
So that's why I
like
asked.
sometimes when
Yeah.
I can't like get to a table, I feel like I don't want them to write a bad review. I don't want like my manager to look at the camera at that time, like randomly looking at the camera and watching people walk out
Yeah.
and thinking that like, oh, you know, you can't handle it. Well, I couldn't handle it, but it like slowed down for like 30 minutes. But unfortunately, it's another bar that closed down at a certain time. They have last call, and then everyone comes over from that side. So now I officially have to have another bartender when I work on Mondays.
Did you talk to them at all, other than saying like I'll be with
No.
you in just a second?
No, because I couldn't leave behind the bar.
How long do you think they were sitting there though? Before they left, like from when they sat down to when they left.
So I said hi to them after 2 minutes of them sitting down. I was like, hey, like, guys, I can't leave behind the bar. If you guys can come up here, but like, please, like, just come up here and let me know what you want. And then they like sat there for another 10 minutes because they were looking at the cocktail menu to figure out what they wanted to drink. And they came up, and I was like, 2 of them came up, not all of them came up. And I was like, hey, like, what can I get you guys a drink? She's like, a shot. I was like, okay, yeah, what kind of shot? Like what do you want? Like, whatever. I have like so many different things. And she's like, tequila. And I'm like, okay. I go, this is my tequila that I have. I'm going to go help the people down over by here. So I started like going down, because people know like I'll start down and I'll go back up, back and forth. And then they just went back and sat down and didn't order anything. But like when you know that I'm busy and you want
So
a
they
shot,
walked up to the bar.
only 2 of them walked up to the bar,
And
not all
then-
the rest of
okay,
them. So like that
okay.
was my point. So like only 2 people wanted something, the rest of them didn't, because they obviously
Yeah.
wanted to be served. But like the 2 people that came up to the bar still didn't get served because they didn't tell me what they wanted to drink. They just said they wanted a shot of tequila. I'm like, okay, what kind of shot do you want? And they're like, let us look. And they would like look, and it's like, dude, I can't be doing that.
Yeah.
I'll take a beer.
Yeah.
What
well,
fucking kind of beer do you want?
And see, that's the thing that also it's the same lines of like people are like, hey, and they like stop you, and then they're like, what
do you want?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they just want you to stand there and just like look
I
at
walk
them.
away.
Like,
I
Yeah,
do too.
I do
I'm like,
too.
okay, next person.
Yeah, I do
If
too.
you-
And I will
if
if
I'm
it-
do too.
balls to the wall busy and you do that, I next
well,
person.
Yeah.
and the thing that also drives me crazy is they'll do that, they'll stop you, and then they'll be like, and then they'll start talking to their friend, and it's like you're not even
You
there.
son of a bitch.
It's
Yeah.
like literally like you're not even there. And
What'd
then
you
it's
say
like
earlier?
and then at that point I'm like, you stopped me. I was gonna get you your drink, and now you're like basically telling me to fuck off. So
Yeah.
like
I'm
I'm
not-
gonna just walk away and do whatever.
You're not
I was
only
doing.
wasting my time, but you're wasting the
Sorry.
person next
I
to you.
damaged
It's an
this-
artifact.
This very ancient artifact.
I have no
It's-
idea what that is.
I
gonna
think
fall
that's.
apart.
I think
is
that that probably came from Twin Peaks. Anyways,
We bought it at Romantics back in
it's
'59.
a romantics. It's a romantics item.
Here's my thing, Anna, is that the thing about Tony C's is that bar is so long, dude.
Uh-huh.
If you're at that clear end of the bar, there's no way out. So if you got a table at 1,200 or whatever, you got to run a whole mile just to get out of the goddamn bar.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I complain about this bar.
Yeah.
And it's 12
Yeah.
inches. A woman's
Yeah.
12 inches, not a man's 12 inches.
A
And
man's 12 inches would be about 13.
yeah, it'd be a feet. Yeah, dude, like you. I mean, you got little legs. You gotta run all the way down there.
Oh, little legs.
Little legs. And I just think that's kind of like, I don't know. And that's the thing that I love about here the most is that people see how busy I am, and they're like, let's go out to you. We'll shave you a trip. Mm-hmm. It's always how, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, bless you.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we should. I didn't have a douche of the week, but my douche of the week kind of just like added into yours, I guess. So I don't have anything
A really shitty
other
person
than
that comes into your bar.
Yeah. Well, it's just more just like along the sides of like I'm always going to be on the server side, like no matter what, unless they're like actively being a bad person, you know. So like, other than that, I'm always going to take the server side. No matter what, even whether I work with them or not, or I'm their manager or not, whatever. Anyways,
As you should, I think.
with that, this has been a fucking amazing conversation. We're gonna get into our Patreon though. It's if you're not subscribed to our Patreon, it's only $5 a month. You can find it in our link in our bio.
You're gonna want to listen.
Oh,
to that
you're gonna
Patreon.
this.
I have a lot to say.
I've seen. You haven't crossed off one thing on your list, so it makes me think that your entire list is all for Patreon.
Oh man!
And I'm so excited to talk about the things on those lists.
The only thing I've crossed off is the train game and the dice.
Yeah. Okay.
But
other than that, there's like
I got
8 other
fights to
things.
talk about.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're not subscribed to our Patreon already, make sure you do that. It's only $5 a month. You can find the link in our bio. Make sure you follow Waveland Cafe, Booneville Bar. Make sure you follow our guest here.
Get Rowdy Riles 00. Follow me on Instagram. I haven't posted since October, but it's cool.
Well, yeah, make sure you follow all of that. Make sure you follow Poor People Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Patreon, YouTube. And we're gonna get into our Patreon. I'm really excited for this episode here.
Be.
We're gonna take a little break and then we'll get back into it. So
Yeah.
okay, we gotta do, even though Anna's not here, we gotta do, oh wait, nope, she just came out of the bathroom. Okay.
She came out like she was like
There's
lost.
a whole, we gotta switch to the camera of Anna walking out of the bathroom because there's a whole dining room full of people in here and we're trying to be like courteous and
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I turned
We're
around.
just-
and
We're
looked
just
at
getting into the sign
Patreon.
off.
Cool.
All right. For
rich or for poor, thanks for watching Poor People.
Yeah. I know.